I keep talking about how Joe is currently mistreating everyone on the show. However, I haven't discussed Joe's treatment. Ish is truly missed by Joe. Hey, he's missing Ish. He longs to spend time with Ish. He misses learning Ish's viewpoint and insights. The fact that he can't spend time with Ish outside of the program truly bothers him. Joe is only now arriving to pick up the bill. That's all. We will never be that close again because of whatever it was that caused us to cross paths and cease communicating in the past. Unfortunately, I experienced that to some extent with my brother. I really don't. This really irritates me, and he does something that I have repeatedly advised him not to do. After that, all it takes is one instance for you to say, oh, you know what? That is not how I would ever view this again. Fortunately, throughout the span of 25 years, my brother and I have seen good times and bad. We can't be torn apart by it. However, I really believe that's what transpired with Joe and Ish. And the reason I believe that's what transpired is that Joe always seems to want to make amends with Ish, but he's okay with keeping Joe at a distance. There's a reason why Joe is always talking about being broke. Ish would never talk to Joe again if it were anything Joe had done to him directly. He constantly informs us of this. Joe asked the room several questions that he solely wanted Ish to respond to. I promise it. In order to understand what's going through Ish's mind, Joe was conducting a case study on Ish. Hearing that Ish isn't hanging out with people outside of the set makes Joe glad, but it also irritates him. For example, Joe was devastated when Mark and Ish attended that basketball game. You guys can laugh as much as you like. Joe was devastated by that. I'm paying this because I'm genuinely attempting to make amends by hiring him, drawing attention to him, and praising his charisma and skill. He just complimented it that way. On the surface, that was a compliment, but I didn't perceive it that way. You might just be yourself and succeed in the world of podcasts. I spent decades building the lane. You might just come here, be yourself, and succeed. Joe was attempting to delve deeply. Was it as a result of my actions? You're still not over that? Or are we just never going to forgive each other? Or are you just never going to forgive me? At this point, we're just co-workers, and they'll be happy. It will seem like everything is going well. Dory showed up at Joe's birthday party, and I thought that was his major turning point. But he turned around and didn't show up at Mark's event, so it's like, oh my God, he's really here to go to work and go home. And the cap is quiet. That's what I tell individuals who go to work. It just so happens that he's on tape. You are only compensated for it. He is in a dilemma. As I mentioned in my previous video, I truly dislike these. Observe Ish whenever I'm sharing something. Observe his face every time. It is not even able to contain it, unable to maintain self-control. These irritate me. When is he going to get used to Mona because she keeps silent? He turned up in full form as soon as she invited him to her comedy act. He will be present for his people. However, it's great that he can turn up for his people, whoever he chooses. That's not a bad thing. I'm saying that from Joe's point of view, he's furious. What must I do for this to become my friend again? Like my real friend. I would like to be able to call this. And he doesn't believe that there's a reason for it. I'm not crazy.
I'm a stand-up guy, and I'm enthusiastic about this stuff. Joe is thinking about these topics. I'm not having fun. Even though it's entertaining to hear from Queen Philip, Amani, and even Mona, Mark is also skilled at discussing contracts, how much they're paid, what they're not paid, and what they're willing to do. Since it's obvious that Ice isn't going anywhere, Ish is the major person I want to learn more about. I no longer even create videos on Ice because of this. He's not going anywhere. It may sound absurd, but Joe respects him too much as a guy, and he's too dependable. However, Joe believes that Ish is the one with the keys to their connection. Joe seems to be upset that Ish doesn't say anything, stays silent for hours at a time, or acts as though he's saying something provocative when he's not. You can call Ish out on several things, but right now it's a shtick. It is a feature of the program. You have never once told Joe or sensed that he was telling you to sit down, take a rest, you've been suspended, any of these items. It's astounding in and of itself that we can come up with so many different stories about the cast getting into problems with Joe. I had no idea that I would be able to create content by talking about what you guys do on the show every day for 3 or 4 years. I didn't think I could accomplish that, but these things are truly only visible with Ish. Joe is attempting to ascertain why he shut off. But if you have any theories, please share them in the comments. I'd like to know why you all believe Ish is still cutting Joe off. It's as obvious as day. They don't interact with one another. Joe is unable to alter that, despite his desire to do so. He is unable to solve the problem. Yes, please let me know in the comments. Imani, give a shout out to Danny. Earlier today I watched his video. I intended to create something comparable. It will go a little deeper, but I'm sure I will. You know what? I was gonna put this behind a paywall since I'm talking about Ish and that does numbers, so I'm gonna upload it on YouTube. But I need to discuss Imani more. It's something he needs to hear, but I don't want to come across as harsh. I know you watch this, Imani, but you pretend not to. I am informing you that I will be doing a video for you on Patreon. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to hear how deep this can get. Every movie is free for the first 24 hours, as I keep telling you. It then moves behind the paywall. Thank you for all of the subscriptions. Thank you for all of your support. You guys continue to raise these figures. You guys continue to promote the vids, dude. I love this community, dude. Right now I'm saying this purely by coincidence or posture. I don't need to tell you. Man, I just do what you guys do. I love all of you, but I see you all a bit later. Tranquilly.